that Israel attempts against their country and against their sovereignty. They have been trading missiles and airstrikes as the conflict that has killed so far dozens is escalating with no end in sight. Let's recall at this moment that the Haifa city at the north of Tel Aviv has been impacted by a new wave of missiles launched by Iran following the actions that were carried out, the terrorist actions that were carried out by Israel on early Friday morning that took the life at that moment of the first attack of over 70 people. According to Iran, Israeli attacks have killed 78 people, including senior military officials, and have wounded more than 320 people in Iran as the Israeli military continues to launch strikes against the Iranian military and nuclear facilities as well as major cities in the country. Israel's strikes may take Iran also more determined to pursue its nuclear program. This is reaching the opposite aftermath that Israel plans. This is uniting the Iranian people on a common purpose, which is at this moment defending themselves, defending the national sovereignty, and also is bringing up a movement, a huge movement of solidarity with the Palestinian people, also with the Iranian people, for the people of Lebanon, for the people of Syria, and all of those neighboring nations that have been impacted in one way or another by this cruel and ruthless policy of Benjamin Netanyahu's regime, the Zionist regime that is intending to dominate the region through violence, through horror, and also through despicable nonsense. This has been a madness action according to the entire international community. This was not expected by the region, not expected by the international community. However, it was known beforehand by the President Donald Trump has been supporting this action while showing his double standards, because on the public arena, Donald Trump is calling and urging for a peaceful solution, for a halt to the hostilities. However, it is supporting Israel. It is sending ships of warships towards the coast of Israel, and also is supporting Israel with intelligence matters, and is helping Israel to putting down also the missiles launched by Iran in their retaliatory actions. Why is this taking place? Because Israel and Washington want to halt the nuclear program that Iran is trying to move forward in the country on the benefit of the Iranian people. And this is taking place while Israel is attacking Iranian nuclear and military sites. This marks a significant escalation in the regional tensions and also may reshape Tehran's nuclear calculus. Iran has long had an internal debate among reformers and hardliners about whether to reach an agreement with the US on its nuclear program. These attacks likely confirm the position of hardliners and ultra-hardliners who said that Iran was trying to negotiate and wasting their time trying to do so. Also, this situation, according to Ali Baez, the Iran project director at the International Crisis Group, this could be and could get very ugly very quickly, according to this analyst. Here are some of his ideas, according to Ali Baez, the Iran project director at the International Crisis Group of Iran. He said, the region has never been as close to the edge of a full-fledged conflagration that it is right now. If tit-for-tats continue, at some point also there are going to be more and more casualties, including foreigner victims who are residents of Israel and Iran from abroad, and also that would mean that other nations could get involved in this crisis and also could escalate this conflict even far beyond of the context of the Middle East. So it is unclear how many ballistic missiles both of the nations have to show in this moment of escalation of the crisis. Also, Iran, according to high officials of the country, still has offensive capabilities. It still has allies in the region who remain relatively strong, also like the Houthis in Yemen or the Shia militias in Iraq. So this can still get very ugly very quickly. If it continues, Israel's attack constitutes a significant setback for Iran regime, but also could create a paralysis of that against the people and also against the government of Israel. The Israeli regime launched overnight on early Friday. The Israeli military struck and killed over 70 people and injuring more than 320. In the early hours of Friday, the Israeli military struck about 100 targets inside Iran. These were the first attacks that was perpetrated on early Friday by the Israeli regime and killed civilians, killed military personnel, including senior commanders, including nuclear scientists. The strikes also hit uranium enrichment facilities, prompting Iran to vow a powerful response. The Israeli airstrikes killed Mohammad Bagheri, who was Iran's armed forces chief of staff, and also Hossein Salami, the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Also, Ali Shamkhani was murdered, one of the country's most senior security officials and a close aide of the Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Dozens of other targets in and around Tehran had been hit by warplanes. Across the capital, buildings were burning with also blackened holes, flat